All right, next video of the Dublin game. Let's talk about this inbound play. First off, you're in the sideline, you're in the corner, which is a tough spot to be for any inbound play because the corner is going to act as a natural defender for the defense. But there's so little movement going on, player movement going on. You're making the defense's job way too easy. So I don't know if you guys are confused about what the inbound play is, but these three players don't look like they're moving at all. And Miles already has the ball, which means the play needs to be running already. So you guys need to come in prepared to run your inbounds plays. And this does not look like any sort of play is going on here. So if we just play it, you'll see there's a lot of confusion going on. Nobody's cutting, nobody's moving. Ref is already counting. We're losing our 5 seconds here. Trevor makes a cut towards the ball and catches it very close to the sideline here. So he's already in trouble as far as he's got a defender on him with no room here on the sideline. Sorry about the blurriness where I paused it. What I would like to see in these inbound plays is, one, you guys got to be doing something. Moving around, getting open, setting screens, and not just hoping that Trevor can get open by himself. The other thing is there's almost always should be a safety valve for any inbounds play. So there's got to be one guy running, whether it be Trevor or one of you guys, running all the way back into the backcourt where Miles can just throw a long baseball pass or two-handed pass into the backcourt. Because remember, you can always throw from the front court into the backcourt. So I would like to see a safety valve of some sort sprinting back here to get open and make sure that he's always got at least an easy pass, because this was not an easy pass. It was challenged, and now Trevor's on the sideline. Now, at this point, Trevor needs to get the ball back up to the top here and set up a play and run the offense. Instead, what you'll see here is, again, not a lot of off-ball movement. Not sure what the play is, but we need player movement, and nobody is moving. I mean, literally 4 guys all standing still looking at the ball carrier. There needs to be off-ball movement. You guys make it way too easy for the defenders. Remember the last video that we watched, how Dublin was penetrating to the key, and that creates defensive collapses, which opens up things. When everybody's standing still, then you're not going to have good offense. So let's see what Trevor does here. So nobody's moving, nobody's giving him a pass. So he puts his head down and just drives because he's like, guys, I can't just stand here with the ball. I like the dribble drive. The problem is what I would like to see Trevor do here is get away from the sideline. You always want to penetrate and try to get to the elbow. The elbow is where everything is going to open up for you. So again, in the last clip, if you watched it, the Dublin player drove to the key, causes the collapse of the defense, creates a bounce pass opportunity or a kick out to the corner. You always want to try and drive to the elbows. The sidelines and the baselines are death as far as where you're dribbling and driving, especially the corners. So Trevor drives down the sideline, and now look at this. We've got like a 5-foot pass between these two players, which again makes it easy for these defenders to either set up a trap or create ball pressure. It also doesn't give Miles enough time to really do anything because this defender, who's possibly playing help defense on Trevor's, is already here next to Miles. So when you make your passes, try to get a little further from each other so that when you make the pass, it makes the defender's job more difficult as far as how much area they've got to move and cover. Don't drive down the sideline and pass it into the corner. We want to stay out of the corners if possible and stay off the sidelines. So again, if Trevor had drove to the elbow and this player had drop down to play help defense, and then Trevor kicks it out to the corner, that's great because now Miles has all that space and time to either get a shot up or to drive the ball back out to the top. Okay, so we just want to drive this way, kick out to the corner that way, not drive down the sideline and make a 5-foot pass to the corner. Okay, love it, Miles, that you got out of the corner. Love that you're dribbling with your left hand. Great. Now we've got the ball at the top. What I would like to see again here is if Kai catches this ball a little lower, he's more of a threat. Catching up this high, he's not really a threat. So here, let's watch this again. Kai, if you could make a cut, you would be open more. Instead of standing here stagnant, if you had cut down and done a V cut here to here, now you give Miles a pass and you're ready to shoot the ball. You're on the move. You're ready to catch, step in, and shoot. But because you're stagnant, you've got to get away from this defender, and that just brings you too high. Or you can cut this way and cut this way, and Miles can possibly throw a swing pass over the top. Okay? But because you guys are all stagnant and standing here, you're not getting open looks. Okay? Nice pass. Good screen. So I gotta let my dog out. Okay, good looking shot. Would have liked to see, let's just look at Trevor's mechanics on the shot a little bit. We want to go straight up, Trevor. Get your feet set. See how you're falling off to the side? To your left. Notice where the ball misses. To your left. Come by, get your feet set, square up, and go straight up with your shot, Trevor. And that has a much better chance of going in instead of fading off to your left. Nice rebound, Nate. All right, let's set the play back up. Good. All right, let's set it up. 1. Okay. He's clearly counting too fast here. If you watch his count, it's more of like 3 seconds instead of 5 seconds. But Trevor, you got to be aware in your mind. Watch this guy, his arm, he's counting. After about 3 to 4 seconds, you need to put the ball on the ground. That'll reset the count. Again, look how stagnant everybody is. Kai is finally starting to move, but this needs to happen sooner. There's no movement here. So it just took too long to get that going. And Trevor, you got to put the ball on the floor, and then you would have had the pass here.